One of the biggest challenges I've observed in over 2 decades of coaching is watching people try and run their business by memory. Do you know what I'm talking about? Every day they wake up like, what do I have to do today? And you don't actually say that. You usually grab a yellow notepad or a list or some kind of application and you start writing out your to-do list. Have you ever been guilty of creating a to-do list before? Now, I know you feel good in the moment because you're like, well, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. But if you analyze your to-do list, almost every time on that list, the activities are not driving your business. Yes, there are things that need to get done, but they're lower on the priority if you ultimately want to build a business by design. So the challenge and the question I have for you today is, are you running your business by memory or are you running it by design? The $1 million checklist, both daily and weekly. And I want to walk you through the process today. And my hope, my intention is that you take this checklist and you look at it as a potential framework, a way that you could run your business, a way that you could measure and manage your day based upon the real priorities of earning the kind of money you desire and running the kind of business you deserve. So let's take a look at the daily $1 million checklist. Obviously, number one is we're gonna have a powerful morning routine because we all know, however we start the day, right? That's how we basically engage every person. So if we start the day fired up, intentional, grateful, reviewing our goals, doing some exercise, we're far more likely to go out and do the things that give us the power versus starting our day with Howard Stern, hitting the snooze button 7 times. You know what I'm talking about. A powerful morning routine, that's number one. Number two is some CEO time. As the CEO of your business, where you sit back and say to yourself, okay, what's my vision? What are my outcomes? What are my customers' challenges? What am I gonna do over the next 30, 60, 90 days? What am I gonna do over the next year or 3 years or 5 years to make sure that I'm innovating and staying relevant to my buyers and sellers, right? Spending time as the CEO of your company every day. Number 3, obviously, is marketing intelligence. What's going on in the market? Looking at the daily hot sheets. How many sales? How many new listings? How many pending? What's going on with pricing? What's happening with condos versus single-family residents? Expired listings and more. Knowing your market and being the knowledge broker makes you a $1 million agent. Number 4 is role-playing, either by yourself or with your team, over the phone with friends, always a good idea. Now today using Zoom or FaceTime, so I can look you in the eyes and say, I've got a friend in the business, and handling those objections. We all know that the people that earn the kind of money that people desire, that is available, the $86 billion available in the US, the $120 billion available throughout Europe, this income is created by experts, not by generalists. Experts know what to say, so we role play every day to practice and refine the art of influence, our ability to connect and build rapport and ultimately convert no's or maybes into yeses, right? That's what it's all about. Number 5 on the list, we're gonna do our hours of power and of course our follow-up, because at the end of the day, that's the engine of our business. Talking to our past clients in fear, following up on our most important leads, reaching out to those new sources of business, whether it's an expired listing or a Zillow lead or an open house follow-up. You know me, there's no wrong way to do it. At the end of the day though, whoever does their hour of power and does their follow-up books the most appointments. Whoever books the most appointments wins the most business. It's that simple. Next one on the list, we're gonna track our daily numbers, right? So it's not just doing the numbers, it's how many people did I talk to, how many leads did I generate, how much time did I spend, how many appointments did I book. At the end of the day, it's math. This business is math. Every single day we wanna track and measure our numbers. Now let's look at the weekly checklist for your consideration. On the weekly side, we've got a powerful team meeting. We need to make sure that we are talking to our team members and getting them riled up and getting them fired up, and getting them focused on the right activities every single day. Obviously, getting them informed, empowered on what's going on with our business, what's happening in the marketplace. This is where we could be doing some role plays, watching videos like this, making sure that they are becoming the best they can be to serve you, your customers, and their families. And then obviously, project review. Where are we with our do, doing, and done board? So now once a week, I'm gonna look at all the things that I committed to. I'm gonna look at the projects I have in process doing, and I'm gonna acknowledge the things that I've completed, the done side, and make sure that I'm moving 1 or 2 strategically from that do list into the doing side, right? Very important. You've seen Tom Ferry shows on this. Obviously, I'm gonna have scheduled project time. So, is it 90 minutes every week? Is it 2 hours every week? Where you're scheduling time to rebuild your listing presentation, to learn something new about your marketing, to maybe reorganize the way you do open houses. You've got to carve out time and measure and manage that project time. Or guess what, my friends? You'll find yourself doing it 3 days, right? And not doing all the important stuff over here. Next on our list, seller follow-up, making sure that I'm keeping them informed, making sure that they know exactly what's happening in the market. If it's not selling, it's because it's not compelling, all those things we've discussed. Obviously, I want to manage and execute on my marketing plan. So I've got my marketing plan up and visual. It's the month of September, it's the month of October. I know how many posts, I know how much direct mail, I know how many emails, I know how many open houses, I know how many calls. Everything is up and visual, and I'm making sure that we're executing on that. Because remember, all business is innovation and marketing. All business is innovation and marketing. So super important I'm measuring that and managing it every week. Obviously, I want to book X number of appointments. I want to list X number of houses. I want to sell Z number of houses. I want to close on X number of properties. I want to preview. I want to do 1 to 2 videos a week. And I want to make sure I organize my open houses. Whew, that's a lot to think about. You'd go from working by memory, the emotional and financial roller coaster, to absolutely running your business by design. Now you might say, well, Tom, this is so organized and it's so structured, and I got into real estate because I wanted freedom. I want to read you something. Entrepreneurs fail because they can't handle the boredom of doing the mundane that causes their business to be great.